They snickered when I walked in. Not all of them, just enough. A wave of smirks, arched eyebrows, and whispers, spreading like oil waiting on flame. I stood at the mouth of the marble-tiled lobby, the gilded emblem of her empire, glinting behind the receptionist. A champagne flute was offered to me. I refused. Then came the punch. Look who finally arrived, Mr. 1-Minute Wonder. Louder laughter. One of the marketers nearly spit out his drink. And right on cue he arrived. The same man who once filed payroll reports under me, before she promoted him to creative director. Tanned, arrogant, the kind who believed designer cologne could replace decency. He didn't face me as. He sneered. Someone get this loser out of here. Security. I didn't blink. I turned to her. My wife. Her glass paused. Halfway. Her face, a storm of guilt. Under a thin smile. I etched it in. Memory. The curve of her mouth when she never expected me to show. The way she dodged my stare. I walked out without a word. And that was the last time anyone took something from me without paying for it in pain. It hadn't always been like this. I met Sophia in the cluttered front office of a bootstrapped startup I invested in. A decade ago. She was fresh from grad school, sharp mind, sharper mouth, and a gift for making you feel seen and liked. I was growing my second company. She brought color to my grayscale life. Together we built everything, red ice. Across continents, candlelit dinners. Over budget sheets. When we married, I gave her 30% of my shares. She called it faith in forever. Said she wasn't after money, just a shared dream. I believed her. She said I worked too much, seemed distant. Maybe I was. But she never mentioned the midnight calls, the whispery meetings, or the lipstick on sleeves I didn't own. I never raised a voice. I watched. The first sign was small. She changed. Her phone lock. She'd once tossed me her phone without thinking. Then came the locked drawers in her office. Wellness retreats booked through the company. I didn't question. I investigated. One night as she faked another headache and slept in the guest room, I cloned her phone to mine. Every photo, every text, the cutesy nicknames, the selfies, my car, my boat, my bed. My body went still, but my mind didn't. Over the next 6 months, I orchestrated my exit. I rerouted all joint assets into private holding companies. Froze her access to the corporate cards. She never noticed, too busy playing boss. I renegotiated deals under my name only. That flashy new office of hers? I bought the land through a shell firm, then tripled the rent. I revised the will, locked in ironclad clauses, met lawyers on Sundays, hired private eyes. In cash. Even the prenup, buried with cheat-proof clauses. She never read it. Said it killed the romance. Romance died the night she laughed beside him. So I left the party in silence and pulled the strings I'd spent 10 years tying. First, I froze every business account tied to her. Marketing, travel, event budgets. Her vanity empire. Pulverized. I canceled the strategic Bali retreat midair. 24 execs. Stranded with bookings they couldn't undo. Her name on every one. Then came the board meeting. I had 70% of the shares. The second I pulled out, the foundation cracked. 97 million in equity gone in a breath. Vendors panicked. Creditors clawed. Partnerships evaporated. She arrived at her office to chaos. Shouting employees blacked out. Screens bolted doors. The calls started. 56 in under an hour. From her. From him. From the same friends who mocked me. I didn't respond. Then a knock. Rain poured. She stood outside my penthouse, heels wobbling. Dress drenched, dignity gone. Hair soaked, mascara streaked. Not the dominant woman from the magazine covers. Just someone realizing she'd built her kingdom on dust. Why? She choked out. I stepped aside. Let her in. Not from mercy. From power. She glanced around. Our old life. Preserved like glass. Photos scented. Air polished calm. You humiliated me. In front of everyone, she whispered. I met her eyes. You betrayed me in front of no one. I'd simply balanced the scales. She crumpled onto the couch, murmuring it wasn't about love, that it just happened that she thought I stopped caring. I let her talk. Then I handed her an envelope. Inside, divorce finalized. Her affair, finances, travel, all documented. Photos, logs, receipts, her signature, already notarized by proxy court, approved under delegated authority. It was done before she walked in. Her lover, fired that morning. He ran to social media crying sabotage. She tried damage control. Too late. The blaze had started. Investors vanished. Her name trended for disgrace, not legacy. I didn't post, didn't speak, didn't gloat. I just rebuilt. Cleanly, quietly. They say revenge tastes cold. I prefer mine like tempered steel, silent, precise, and inside them before they realize. Now and then I pass her old building. Logo stripped. Office vacant. Nothing left but echoes. As for me, I sleep well. Alone. Complete. Never again the punchline.